Christmas is incomplete without having a sip of wine with your loved ones. Even the smell of it's enough to make it feel Christmassy. Warm mulled wine, a variable mixture of wine, clowns, cinnamon, and citrus, has been a winter standard as much as part of collective culture. Although we enjoy the mulled wine during Christmas, are we aware of its origin and why it's associated with the Christmas? No, right? Let's ask Caroline.
Now, let's talk about the history of mulled wine. Surprisingly, mulled wine dates back to the 2nd century Rome when people began heating and spicing their wines. And as Romans went on to conquer and trade with much of Europe, they took their wine traditions along with them. Grape growing, winemaking, and most importantly, wine drinking became central to all the culture customs that sprang up in Europe. Mulled wine readily took off in the Middle Ages where people believed that spices would improve their health. A vast majority of the countries have their own versions of mulled wine, and some of them being Candola from southern Chile, boiled wine from Hungary, Bishop's wine from Netherlands, and Caribou from Quebec. And for all those of you looking for a reason to enjoy some warm, cozy mulled wine, research says that it is actually beneficial for our health as it improves our immune system and keeps track of our memory. All cheers to the Romans. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Christmas is one of the most popular festivals celebrated all around the world. Can you even think about a Christmas without a Christmas cake? No, right? One of the most unavoidable part of Christmas is the Christmas cake. Have you ever thought how we began using cake for Christmas? Well, this might be interesting. Today's deliciously rich fruit cake was once a thick, meaty porridge with a little treat of dried fruit mixed in. In the medieval England, there was a tradition. They used to observe fasting and abstinence from all kinds of indulgence in the weeks awaiting Christmas. According to the custom, after a day of fasting, the people cook a rich porridge to fill their empty stomachs. The porridge was made with oats, dried fruits, honey, and sometimes even meat. This can be called the grandfather of Christmas cake. With the passage of time, more ingredients were added into the porridge and it started to resemble its current form. Many of them make their cake in November itself and they store it in airtight containers. After every week, they add a little bit of brandy or whiskey onto it. Every family had their own recipe on the preferences of the lady of the house. This was served on the 12th or final day of Christmas. It was served upside down, garnished after the final celebratory meal. This recipe was rich in raisins or plums, hence it came to be called the plum cake. Families of men who were working in different parts of the world make their cakes weeks or months before and send it to them as a part of Christmas hamper along with wine and presents. This is how the first cake travelled out of England. And now the plum cake has reached each and every corner of the world and it is an unavoidable part of the Christmas Eve. We all wish you a Merry Christmas. May all your life be filled with joy and happiness and may each new day bring you moments to cherish. Thank you and Merry Christmas.